Are you tired of some of Garry's mod's pains? Do you wish that certain things in the game were a lot more convenient to use? Well, my friends, I've picked out 3 mods that are all about convenience and are meant to make your life in Garry's mod just a little bit easier. And first up we have the infinite ammo mod, and this is going to be something that automatically gives your weapon the maximum ammo that it could possibly have without having to do anything. Now in Garry's mod, typically your guns don't have a lot of ammo, and in fact, if you do want to turn this mod off, by the way, simply go into the console, type this in, and put 0 after it. Now, because it does use SV, you may have to enable cheats first, so just be mindful of that. But this is the ammo that you typically have, as you can see with the revolver here, 32, 256 for the pistol, and then, well, 64 for the shotgun, 130, 256, you guys get the point. You don't get much ammo. You know, a couple reloads here and there. Fighting the Combine can definitely take a lot of your ammo away. So I do think it's pretty awesome that you can start out any game with the maximum ammo and never ever have to worry about it again. I normally do use the give current ammo command, which I have binded to O, which if I show you guys what it looks like here. Oh, well, I guess I can't, because the moment you run out of ammo, as you can see there when I reload, that reserve is automatically refilled, so you don't have to worry about refilling if you somehow manage to go through more than 4,000 rounds. The next mod that's all about convenience is the Armor and Health Regeneration mod, which, as the name does suggest, is going to restore your health and armor over time automatically. Now you'll notice that there is a grace period when I took that fall. I didn't start healing immediately, but after a little while, my health and armor started to regen again. Now you can of course completely customize this by opening up the regen menu in the console, and this is going to pop this up. Now you can of course bind that to a key if you so desire, but this is going to give you full control over everything. So first up, we do have delay. This is the amount of time it takes for the armor and health to start healing you. Now, if you want to adjust this higher, you totally can. And this is where you can adjust the delay after getting hurt. Now, this is going to stop it from being super overpowered so that enemies aren't just constantly having to fight your regeneration. But you can have that option if you so choose. You can also choose the amount of armor you regen per second. You can also choose your maximum armor, which is really cool. So you can go above the initial threshold. And then the same thing for health as well. So tons of cool stuff. I am a huge fan of this mod. So now you can see, since we did adjust the value, we are getting a lot more armor back than we did initially. Although surprisingly, our health is not going above that limit. Let's see if the armor does. Yes, the wait. Alright, so that's very peculiar. For some reason it stops at 102. And I have the max armor set to 672. So I don't know why it's not going beyond that limit. I also have my max health set up and my regen health set beyond that as well. Now it is important to note that even though you can set your health below 100, I don't think it'll actually affect that. Now if you do take damage that takes you below that limit, then it could be that the regen will only go up to that point. Popping up the menu here, you can see that, yep, we have our max health set to 58, and it's not regenning beyond that. So this will not set your maximum health to that limit, but only what the regen will go to until it stops. But overall, I am a huge fan of this, and I'm starting to think that's what the max health means as well. So it doesn't raise it up to this point, that's just the limit that it'll heal you to. Hey guys, Necros from a couple days later, and turns out that that health regeneration mod does go beyond that threshold and keeps going. For some reason it wasn't working at the time that I was recording, but for some reason now it's working just fine, so do with that as you will. Next up we have Immersive Battle Cleanup, and this is a really cool mod that's going to make your cleaning up issues no longer an issue, because it's going to make it to where NPCs and other things can despawn after a certain period of time. So you can see here we have some head crabs. Let's go ahead and spawn some more. Alright, there's a lot of head crabs. Let's go ahead and take them out. Alright, it's a lot of head crabs gone. Whoa. What happened to that body there? Well, you see, we went beyond the limit, and once you do go beyond a certain limit that, again, you can configure, which I'll show you guys in a minute, it'll make the other ragdolls slowly disappear without you even noticing. And this is going to be great for people who don't like having to constantly delete ragdolls. It's also going to do something very important, and that is removing collision of ragdolls. So now, when your ragdolls are, well, on the floor, you can see that you can just walk straight through them, and it is so much better than having to bump into them. Now you'll notice that we looked away for a minute, and a lot of the ragdolls for the headcrabs are gone. Now opening up the menu, you can see there's a lot of things here, and this is a really behind-the-scenes kind of mod. And you can choose to clear entities in your view so that they'll fade right in front of you, as we've seen. And just to really bring it home, we have a lot of headcrabs here. Let's go ahead and take them out. I probably should have thought of that before doing that. Now this is so seamless that I'm even having a difficult time showing the effect to you because it happens without even realizing it. Like, yeah, there were 2 headcrabs here, and now there's 1. I looked away for a moment and it's already gone. Now I do have the maximum corpses set to 4, so you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 here, which means when I kill this headcrab, one of these is going to disappear. At least that's the idea. Oh, would you look at that? I looked away for a second and now that one's gone. Now we have these 4s. Alright, so I'm going to do this live. So I'm going to go ahead, shoot this headcrab. Alright, we have more than 4 corpses. We have 4 back there and 1 here. You ready? Turn around. Turn back. Oh, one of them's gone. The one that was over here is missing. That's how seamless this is. You won't even know that it's happening. And again, I have it set to 4, but you can fully adjust this to whatever you want. You can also choose the minimum time to eliminate each corpse, which I have set to 7. I assume that's 7 seconds. Now, it's important to note that the reason why they weren't disappearing in front of me is because I did not have clear entities in my view. But if I do turn that on, and I spawn in a bunch of these headcrabs, once I blow them up, we should be able to see the effect right in front of us. And... oh, there we go, I just saw it, and there's another one. So it fades so slowly, it's so faint, you almost can't even notice it. But I caught that one on camera. This is an amazing mod if you don't like having to deal with cleaning up NPCs all the time. And for a bonus, it also works for VJ base NPCs, which is pretty cool. Now this doesn't only work for just NPCs, it also works for dropped items and weapons. So you can see here, we have these medical vials, those will also get affected. There's the bodies disappearing right in front of us, but the weapons should also be affected by it as well. Now I do have the max number of weapons set to 6. If we lower it to 3, then we should start seeing them disappear, although I might have to respawn in the NPCs so we can get a clear view. Alright, here we go. So we're gonna go ahead, take out these NPCs, and we should start to notice their weapons disappearing. Although you might have also noticed that that's already happening, because what about all the stun sticks we had here? They're all gone now. Just to expedite this, we're gonna go ahead and blow these guys to Timbuktu, launch all the weapons into different areas, and I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled to see if any of them do disappear. So there should only be 3. Oh, there we go, just like that. So after that time threshold that again you can't set, you'll notice that they do start to disappear. And again, it's so subtle, I miss it every time. And there you have it, 3 mods all about convenience to make your Garry's Mod experience that much better. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below as always. Links will be in the description. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this until the end. And until next time, farewell.